I just got done taking Dixie Doo for a walk, so she's chilling out here with me. And at first, I thought it was cold. Had a nice little jacket on, and I'm overheating, so I thought I'd sit outside and do my live a little bit earlier today. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying today. It's absolutely beautiful here. Tell me how the day is where you guys are and what you're out and about doing. I was going to go to Indiana and meet up with a friend of mine to celebrate her mother's birthday, but she's not feeling too good. I will be going down to Indiana tomorrow just because I can. But yeah, I thought it'd be nice to just sit outside. I haven't done lives outside at all this year, I don't think. But pretty blessed with the property that I have, so hopefully you'll see some boats. There's some activity on the lake. This is actually kind of a quiet lake, but last night I was able to go out on a pontoon boat, had a little bonfire at a friend's house. Shout out to Angel, happy birthday to you. And it was really nice to just take a break. I don't do that enough. And I've been really having lots of thoughts on my mind. And I'd like to open up the discussion about relationships, healthy ones, unhealthy ones, differences between men and women. Sometimes that alone is what makes or breaks a relationship, is realizing just how different we are. Also, I watched a video about like hookup culture and how people are like, that's fine, just one night or a couple nights, whatever, just kicking it, having fun. But women are different. We have like oxytocin that is released during intimate times, and that is a bonding hormone. Now, for men, they have vasopressin, which develops over time. So we have to realize if you want to keep things simple, it's really hard for the girl to do that, even if her intentions are that. And then for relationships, if you want a long-lasting relationship, let that vasopressin develop. And the more you invest in something, the deeper the connection comes. And that's why a lot of times with these toxic relationships is we start investing a lot. And the difference between like toxicity and like, you talk about the love bombing stage. A lot of narcissists, psychopaths, sociopaths will use that to entrap you and keep you stuck. But is love bombing in itself toxic? Not really. And, there is that honeymoon phase, and healthy and unhealthy relationships have that. So it's the intent behind. Now, not all narcissists start out with an evil intent. It's just when that mask falls, you see how they handle situations. Also, we have to realize that sometimes women do become more needy. And when there's that disconnect of realizing the differences, that it can trigger people falling into a toxic relationship. And Georgie's, hello, how are you? Teddy is here. We are out on the lake enjoying the last few weeks of summer. And yeah, it's coming quick. Winter will be right around the corner. You'll be seeing me out here ice skating I won't be sitting out here doing lives in the cold though. But hello to you. What are you guys doing today? Do you guys celebrate Labor Day where you are at? Hi, Donald. How is your Labor Day weekend going? And did everybody get time off of work? I was really blessed. I did not have to go to work on Friday, which is so nice. Let me know how the connection is since I am outside. But the more you guys comment, like, share, it just helps with the algorithm. So you're doing okay. I love hearing that. Love hearing that. So today, like I said, I was walking my dog and I have some video opportunities. So I was going to grab my camera and I'm like, you know what? I'll wait on the video opportunities. I'm going to spend some time with you guys. There's always so much to videotape. Holding your phone with you. Also, I want to talk about how you guys experience like friendships, relationships. Are people on their phone too much? So there's times I try to enjoy life where I don't take my phone and then I kind of regret it as a digital creator. But I was never the type to just sit there with a phone instead of enjoying life. Like if you go to your kid's baseball game, maybe get a couple shots, but there are times that people are watching through a phone and they're missing out on life. You will go with a like. Okay. Thank you, Teddy. I appreciate the like. Yeah, likes, comments, shares, whatever you can do definitely helps. So we are growing like wildfire, and I appreciate that. There's so much to talk about, and I hope you guys are enjoying building relationships. We've had a great following, and you're just eating. Hello, what are you eating? I bought some chicken yesterday. I got some rotisserie chicken. I was going to do a cooking show. I don't know what to make. But the only reason what? That you're here? um, what's the only reason? What are you eating? I had some chicken today. Yesterday I did buy some rotisserie chicken, and there was like a homeless guy, and I'm like, okay, I'll give him one. So I'm down on rotisserie chicken. They used to have it where it was buy as much as you want. Now it's a 3 limit. So FB, oh, somebody just popped in. I'm going to be going over to TT pretty soon. Of course, the minute I come on, I hear about greetings as your peace expanding. Keith, I'm on during daylight hours. Nice to have you, and I love your positivity. What are you guys doing? So, yeah. Who's popping in? Who's popping in before I go over to TT? You're on here. Yeah, Mimi. Yes, I went on during daylight hours because I felt bad. I was supposed to go on last night. I had a migraine from down south. And Dog Defender. Oh my gosh, Dog, I just decided to log in on a whim. So Dog is our moderator. She will make or break this for us. So what she says goes if she tells you to be respectful, but just do it on your own. Otherwise, she has the power to boot you. Keith, helping others feels awesome. And that is what I wanted to do. Out here watching Walking Dixie. And I was kind of uptight today, just like your body has like residual stuff it works through. So a little anxious for no reason. It's a beautiful day, took a shower, feel good, but like my body is a little anxious. Maybe it's because I just had surgery, who knows. But I was thinking about doing a video about how taking care of, like, the purpose behind me walking my dog legit was her mental health, because she was acting really kind of funky. And she hasn't been cuddling in the bed as much. I think it's because like arthritis, it's not as comfortable. But last night she wanted to cuddle in the bed, and today I put on my jacket just because I was a little chilled, and she started acting super funny. So I had the Cindy and Dixie song I sing her, kind of like reassuring her, like, it's okay, I'm not going anywhere. But she just had this thing about her where she was kind of like, I don't know, clingy, needy, depressed, sad, melancholy, whatever was going on with her. So I'm like, for her mental health, I'm going to take her for a walk, which in turn helps me. So, oh, Dog Defender. Oh, it must be automated. We're always waiting for you. So pretty cool. I guess it's because you have the wrench. You are my moderator. Nice. So yeah, you're never obligated to be here, but I am so thankful when you are. So that's nice. It'll notify you. Mimi, hello. Ouch. Yeah, with a migraine. So Key says, as you comfortably breathe, as your tension melts away with every healing breath. Exactly. So the reason I wanted to do that video is, everybody has struggles. And sometimes even, by, yesterday giving that guy the rotisserie chicken, I did not do it for praise or a dopamine hit or whatever, but you get a natural one anyways. So helping him and then helping my dog's mental health today was just a way to, Dog, I'm going on TT right now. She may not be feeling good, blood sugar check. That was another thing. I did a video or a post about how taking time off of work, I think she needs to go in. She was acting all constipated again. So she's not really eating. I even gave her food. And she just has no appetite. So I think she's getting sick again. She's getting old. It's kind of sad. You can see her going down. I saw it and happened to be holding the phone. So here we are. Great mental health tips. Walking you and your dog. It does help. you know, I feel good. I feel good. And I'm out here, you know, enjoying the sun, and she's out here. Yes, the agitation is not normal. Yeah, she's going through something. You know, I've been uh, back at work. Like, she's used to me being home. So even though I had my surgery, all that kind of stuff, I still have been away more than I've been this summer. So the Hulk, I'm glad you understand me, beautiful. Of course I do. And that's so nice. It is nice to connect with people, to be on the same level, and also a lot of things we go through on our triggers are based on what we feel is normal. So if you feel it's normal, kind of obligatory for somebody to say please and thank you, it's going to, you know, kind of come off as rude if people don't do that. But other people, they may not care about that. Dog says, I hope you get her in. Is she drinking water so her kidneys are working? If not, it can really go downhill fast. Yes, she is drinking water, so I will definitely, if I have to take her in tonight, there is an emergency veterinarian hospital about 35 minutes away. Nice $300, but she's worth it. And the Hulk says, I see you. Well, thank you for taking the color out. So, and I'll tell you what, as far as people being superior, nobody's superior to another. We are all God's creation. And, you know, this hierarchy, um, you know, just realize your worth. You know, we might be different. That doesn't mean I'm superior to you. We are all created in God's image, and each and every one of us are special in our own way. So DJ is here. What are you up to? Key says trigger are what we require healing. Yes, but let me see how I can put this. It's also standards. It's also standards. So let's say I feel you should be faithful. Okay, that's a standard. And I'm gonna get triggered if you cheat on me. And then I have to make the decision, do I stay or go? So part of it, I think, this is my opinion, is it's also standards. When people might feel like a betrayal or an abandonment or something like that. So me holding somebody to a high regard of faithfulness. I hear a sound, sorry. Oh, there's a kid. Do you see the kid rowboating or kayaking? I don't know if you can see him. That noise scared me. I don't know. We all have our beauty and strength. Exactly. Change the situation indeed. Exactly. We got Carrie and Billy and Donnie and Chris and Edward. Shout out to you guys. James is here. Smiley, I love your name. Beth, got messages popping in. Liam and Casey. But yeah, it's, I guess, you know, it's kind of a trigger, but it's kind of like a reality check time. The Hulk says, I work free for you for the rest of my life. You're beautiful to work for, my queen. You're sweet. Victor, that sounds like a serious bark. Yeah, that's my neighbor. My neighbor dog. He's super sweet, but yeah, I feel bad. Like I don't know their situation. They have like a big house and then like a smaller house. I don't know if it's a mother-in-law suite, but it's kind of a young dog. And then they have like 3 or 4, maybe 5 dogs on the other side. So I don't know if this, I haven't checked. I don't know if this one's female and they're keeping them separate. I don't know. But it's a sweetheart. But I just took Dixie for a walk and all of them were barking. So, and Luiso, any signs for you? Oh, I didn't bring my, maybe I should run inside and get that. Keith, it's unfortunate to let the standard turn into pain. Exactly. I think I'm going to go grab those. So enjoy the scenery for literally like 15 seconds and I'll be back with those. Okay? Don't leave. Don't leave. Can you work for me? Sure. As long as you send me 10,000 a month. All right, let me go get that real quick. I promise I'll be back. Enjoy the scenery. I'm back. Told you to be quick. It would have been quicker if my dog wasn't in my way. Come on, Dixie. Come on. Come on. All right, just relax. There you go. Can you see the kid? He's going pretty fast. All right, so I am back. So Luiso, here we go. Let's see. Here is your words of affirmation. Junior, good to have you back. I let go of things that I have no control over. So this is what I want you to hold on to this week. When things start frustrating you, just let it go. Let it go. Recognize that you have no control over things. Don't stress about it. There's nothing we can do about it. So, you know, if it's, you get a flat tire, you know, instead of stressing about it, like, we have no control other than to fix it. You know, or you didn't get the job that you wanted. We can't fix it. So just let it go, move on. And the Hulk says, I give you whatever you want. And Junior, hello, hello. We got Ken and Radio Dude, or Radio Dude, do you DJ? Says, encourage your viewers to share your live and invite more friends. Just so you guys know, the more you guys comment, like, share, save, it gives you engagement points. So not only does it help me, but it helps you. A lot of times we forget to engage. This is building a community. And Ken, what are you up to today? You are welcome, Luiso. And Luiso, just because it's a holiday weekend, I'm giving you one more. All right, so you, my darling, are capable of more than you know. Do your best and don't worry about the rest. Strive for progress, not perfection. Live, laugh, learn, follow your dreams. Never give up on your dreams. Never let somebody take that away from you. And have faith. It's amazing what humans can accomplish, like, if you think about it. And so, Victor, I hardly know you, but thank you for the like. I appreciate that. So hopefully you'll come back and get to know me a little bit better. Oh my gosh, the dog. This is like, this side is kind of like a weaker. You guys want to see the dog? I'll show you. Hi, puppers. Hi. It's a big mess there. Hi, sweetie. I don't know if you saw it, but yeah, I need to take care of that stuff. It was all pushed aside when they were doing my roof. So, did you guys see the dog? And then Dixie's down here chilling. But I was on a track saying something. But yeah, sometimes we give up on things either because of negative self-talk. Thank you for liking the live. I appreciate that. And Gary is here. Hopefully that dog will settle down. I'm sitting here because it's in the shade so I can see your comments. So the Hulk says, have a beautiful day. I hope to work free for you. You'll give me all your money. And that's the thing, though. Like, I want you to have a relationship where, hey, where, you know, it's not that you're just working for somebody else. You know, you have your own life. Oh my goodness. I might have to move. I just don't know if I can see you guys in the sun. Oh, Gary, hello, hello. So Hulk, enjoy your day. Definitely enjoy your day. So Dog, how are you doing today? It's kind of interesting. Did you know that summer months are like one of the biggest months for, like, at the end of the summer? I was watching this like video about how at the end of the summer there's a lot of breakups that can happen, and if you can weather this storm, if you can understand what happens, you'll be better off. There's also, like, the divorce filings are peak in January. So why do breakups happen at the end of the summer? And they were talking about, like, the biological clock, also, you know, our rhythms, how we are, like, seasonal. Summer, you know, spikes testosterone, like, the more skin that's exposed and stuff, like, especially for men, it triggers some hormones. But kind of like, it was weird when I was pregnant, And women, if you can relate to this, I had this book called What to Expect When You're Expecting. And it was like a breakdown month by month what a woman would go through. And they had this thing of nesting, like right before you're going to go into labor. And it's kind of like, whatever. I did every single thing. And there was also like picking something up off the floor. Like I would drop it 7, 8 times, even though I thought I had it in my hand. I think that happens around month 7. But our hormones and who we are kind of similar, you know? So when you start seeing what other people are doing, sometimes it can relate to you, just like the nesting. All these other women are doing it. Chances are I'll probably end up doing it. I cannot tell you how clean my floors were, like ridiculous clean. But have you guys noticed any of that, where people do the same things? We are creatures of habit. You know, I don't know. And we're also, this is the other thing too that's pretty interesting, is when you're around other people, you start picking up their traits. You know, and some of us are leaders, some of us are followers, but it's always good to have somebody kind of stimulate you. So yes, hunting season starts October 1st in Michigan, November 15th for rifle season for deer. Gary, what do you like to hunt? Has anybody ever hunted wild turkey? My parents had like 20 wild turkey on their property. And Missouri girl, nice to have you here. Will and X3. So dog, are you still here? I'm not sure how the connection is. Dog, let me know you're still there. And Louie, good to have you here. Kolea or Kolela? Kolea? That looks like a cool ass name. Dog, let me know you're still here. Got to make sure my internet connection is good. DC, good to have you here. Hit that like button. Feel free to share, invite people. I can't tell if you guys are still here. Let's see. Unlock a sticker. All right, Joe is here. Happy Sunday. Thank you for the compliment. Happy Sunday to you too. I'm in a creative mood. I kind of want to do some videos for you guys today, but I also know I need to finish unpacking my car. I took a little break yesterday because I just had my surgery and I was dumb. And I lifted 3 40-pound bags of salt. So I should not have done that. So I ended up just like kind of stopping, unloading my car, other than the chicken and the watermelon. Has anybody guessed what the watermelon is for? Let me know if you figured it out. Yeah, I was gonna post the second little clue, but I'll tell you what it is because they're still in my car. They're rubber bands about this big. I got multicolor, and I cannot tell you how many stores I went to yesterday looking for rubber bands. What the heck? Have you guys purchased rubber bands in the last year? Where are they? Like decent sized ones, not like your little ones. I went to, so I started out at Walmart. They had 1 pack, but I need like 1,000. So that's another clue, 1,000 rubber bands. So I got 1 pack. It was like almost $4 for that. I'm not sure exactly how many, but I went over to Staples for 24 large rubber bands. It was $8 for 24 of them. How much is that a rubber band? 30 cents? I don't know. But when you need 1,000, like I'm not paying like a ton of money. So I ended up ordering them. So they'll be here Wednesday. But then I went over to Myers. Then I went to Tractor Supply. Then I went to U-Haul. And I hate how Hobby Lobby. I went to Hobby Lobby. I went to Dollar Tree. I went to Dollar General. I went all over looking for rubber bands. No luck. I almost bought, the closest I came, I went to a couple Dollar Trees. I went to a Dollar Tree and they had like about this size, I don't know, this size rubber bands for like real thick hair. And I thought about buying those, but I'm afraid they're going to slip. So I think I need to wait for the tacky rubber ones. So how am I feeling? Still cramping. I was dumb yesterday. I picked up 3 40-pound bags of salt for my water softener. And my hair is not as soft today because of it. yeah, still cramping. But other than that, I feel good. I'm procrastinating on what I need to do. I slept till 1:30 today, so I purposely let myself sleep until I woke up. Tomorrow morning, I have to wake up at like 5:30 a.m. to teach my Chinese kids. Still doing that, but well rested. Finally well rested. Hello, Ted. How's it going? And smash the ego. I love it. Oh, I've got a flash goal. What's my flash goal? Oh, I need to do my nails. That's what they need to do. They need to tell me I need to do my nails. All right. So if in 15 minutes, I need 3 gifters with a rose. It's only 1 cent. I need 3 gifters. I need 3 cents in 15 minutes. Is that asking too much? But I'm surviving. I am surviving. So show me some love. Give me a penny. But no, I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. And I don't really have that big of an appetite. So I was like, well, I got the chicken yesterday. I could defrost some burger too. I got this big thing of burger. I was thinking about doing like a cooking thing, but I'm like, I don't really have an appetite. It's so much easier to figure out what to cook. I will say Debbie shared a recipe with me for an orange cake. What do you guys think about that? To me, it actually sounds pretty good, especially when you look at the picture. Isn't that weird how our vision and our sense of smell really makes a difference? Has anybody during COVID, did they lose their sense of smell and taste? I know some people, hopefully everybody got it back. Do you know anybody who still has not regained their taste and smell? Probably make dieting easier. I know my daughter went through that where she was telling me how she was sick, and she said she couldn't taste. She was drinking coffee and had like an orange, like a mandarin orange or something for breakfast, and she's like, Mom, I can't taste it. And so I asked her if she could smell it, and she was like, it was like, oh my gosh, like she didn't even realize she couldn't smell it. What is it? 80-90% of our ability to taste is because of the sense of smell. That's why, they say, hold your nose if you don't like it. I'll just skip the food. Hector, hola hermosa, ¿cómo estás? Saludos desde Torreón, Coahuila, Mexico. Hello. Buenos dias. How are you? ¿Cómo estás? I'm having a good day. Good to have you here. And hello from Torreón, Coahuila. Am I saying that right? Mexico. Nice to have you here. So Smash the Eagle, how'd you get your name? I think there's a story behind that. Isn't it interesting how people, there's stories behind their names, even the way they, you can tell a lot about a person by the way that they, keep their house, the way that they organize, the way they communicate. It's real interesting too with the way the narcissist communicates. There are times that they are trying to communicate the right way, but they're not. And sometimes it gets escalated because of the difference. Like there's times when they try to say that they were just joking, that they didn't mean to hurt you. There are times that they didn't mean to hurt you. They just thought it was funny. But because of their upbringing, they have a different perspective on what is appropriate, inappropriate. Dog says, sorry, I'm in breathing treatment. I will be like 10 minutes. Take care of yourself first. So I completely understand that. And Sheila is here. And Diddy Mar. Jerry is here. Good to have you guys. Are you enjoying? Come here, Dixie. You guys want to see Dixie? Come here, Dixie. Over here. Come here. Walk around. There's Dixie. Here's my little Dixie. Pops, you gotta look at the camera. there's my dog's butt. Come here. Are you being good? Come here. Hey, Dixie. Walk around. What can you do? So Dixie made her little cameo appearance. So today I will be posting more videos. I have started creating posts in the comments so you guys can start building the community with me and interacting with each other. I know some people start becoming friends off of social media. It's hard to have relationships now, to find people organically. So definitely build that community. It says, we got the say hi and the heart gesture. So what is it? You get like 47 points or something for the heart me gesture. What do you think about that? Or the join my team thingy. I don't know exactly how that goes. Gregory is here. Gregory Grayson. That's a cool name. 420 Papa. I know what you do. Thank you for liking the live. 420, you just kind of chilling today. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, the more you guys like and share, the more it helps. So, Mom had COPD. Oh, how long did she struggle with that? Also, was she a smoker? Not everybody who struggles with that were smokers. That's probably pretty tiring. And was she on oxygen? Also, breathing treatments can be used for asthma and different things like that. So definitely, health is so important. That's why if you're in a toxic relationship, realize that staying in a toxic relationship can have implications on your health. Will have a physiological response to it. The more you bottle up too, that's what gets the like cancers growing or possibly leukemia. And you have to think about like our digestive system. Our digestive system gets rid of toxins. But if you're in a toxic relationship, either your stomach is all upset or in knots, can affect your bowel habits. Once your bowel habits get affected, the amount of time that toxic things are in your system is going to be prolonged. Kidney tank during treatment. She was a smoker and COVID took her out. Keith, my condolences to you. Yeah, if you got COPD and then COVID on top of that. What kind of treatment did they give her? I know my cousin, he was only 30, but they put him on a ventilator. Mimi, thank you for liking the live. Lots of love to you. And Mimi, I'm going to give you... Mimi gets a words of affirmation. I want to get you a little one. The little ones are better. All right. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, therefore, is not an act, but a habit. Okay? So I want you to decide where you want to go in life and keep repeating that. Make it ingrained in you. But I think you've gotten that one before, so I'm going to give you one more. Did you get that one before, like a year ago? All right, so Mimi, I release my need to be a people pleaser. Now, you're nice and young. If you can learn this early on, that is fantastic. Sometimes we try to please people too much that we stress ourselves out or we forgo our own life. You don't remember. I think you had that one before. But yeah, being a people pleaser, there's times that... if we want to make our parents happy, if my mom wanted me to be a doctor and I am not into it, but I please her, yeah, you get a little gratification off of the degree, you get a nice salary, but you're not going to feel authentic to yourself. So there comes a time where you have to branch out and say, this is not what I want. So now you remember. Keith says, I just desire to help others find healing. And why I do what I do. Exactly. Dog says, sorry to hear that. They told me I had it, but I'm having a pulmonologist who found other reasons. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I know my mom, she had some blood clots in her lungs. Also, there are times people get like little air sacs that are like inflamed or pocketed. Sometimes infections or... build up from smoke inhalation, all those kind of things. It relates to me so much. OMG. See, I told you, I got your back. These words of affirmation, they will resonate with a lot of you guys. So if anybody else wants a word of affirmation, I got a big old bucket for you. I need to make some more. But yeah, being a people pleaser, a lot of times we'll start losing ourselves in that. And it's okay to an extent, but you don't want people starting to take advantage of you. So if you're like, yes, 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 because if you think about it, if we always say yes, people are gonna like not respect us as much. Keith says the world just wanted a piece of paper. Oh, I know that's a thing. Like Doug and I talk about that sometimes. These papers. I find it kind of sad though. There are times, like right now, I teach English as a second language, and there are times that somebody may be more qualified, whether they've learned on their own. Let's say they were an army kid and they learned like 20 languages, and excellent reader, things like that, to where and played school when they were growing up. They might be a better teacher, but unless you have that piece of paper, it's sad on certain things that you can't self-study. I don't mind testing, but I think there's a lot of qualified people out there who didn't go through formal education, like formal post-grad, to where I think sometimes that they could test. Because a lot of times there's on-the-job training, and user is here, you hate yourself for that. So first off, we're not going to hate ourselves. We're going to realize things that we need to change, and we never want to hate ourselves. We never want to hate ourselves. But that feeling, if you look at it, like, is it healthy to hate myself? No. What do I need to do to make myself love myself? Get rid of the people pleasing. What do you think about that? Our emotions are telling us something. And if we can tap into it, it can help guide our lives. So Kelvin is here. Thank you for liking the live. So does that resonate? If you hate yourself for feeling used or giving too much and being taken advantage of, these are signs that we have to change something, whether it's boundaries, standing up for ourselves. Sometimes that can be kind of scary because we're afraid of how others will react. So make sure it's a safe person. We shouldn't be hanging around unsafe people anyway. So if you are afraid the person's gonna do something or beat you up, those are not the people. It's harder when you're a younger person, dependent upon a parent, but really take time to see who your life partner is going to be. See how they treat other people. And cute boy, thank you for inviting me to co-host. Not doing that right now because I don't know how it works. Keith says, fix our loops, fix our lives. So true. Keith says, what would be beautiful instead of the hate? Yeah, just fix those loops. You're right. Love yourself. That's the goal with this channel. Keith says, I shift emotional states like a Jedi Master. Hold on. Because I'm not certified, I'm a dork to them. Yeah, you're not a dork. Let me scroll up. So Dog says, there are some things that cannot be taught. True. No, I will agree with that. I will definitely agree with that. But many areas of study that really require a lot of research and peer-to-peer and a lot of different modalities to be exposed to really understand. I get it. No, but there are times, I don't know, like when I did fraudulent claims insurance, like there's like a knowledge base. I had what you just needed a bachelor's, okay? I could have been a bachelor's in ballet. You just needed a bachelor's. So if I'm a superstar ballerina, is that going to help me? Mine was criminal justice, so that was like a bonus because you're dealing with fraud. But and that's the thing, like how I guess this is my issue, is when they just say you need a bachelor's. I get it would make sense. You need one in criminal justice because of the fraud. That makes sense. But I see a lot of people who are not in their field you know, I don't know. And it's sad how expensive college is. Like, I think we could have uh, a larger talent pool. We can move forward in life if school wasn't so expensive, because there's a lot of people who are brilliant. They just didn't have the funds to go to school. So that's kind of sad. So he says, I did a StreamYard with a creator. How did that go? I've been thinking about StreamYard. A friend of mine is doing that. How did that work? Do you know how many different platforms that they were able to stream to, and what was it on? And Dog says, anyone can pass the bar, but they won't make them a great trial lawyer. My really savvy lawyer people, their education, they all say they could have gotten in any state college to not take on the debt. Hi, T-Rex. Good to have you here. Yeah, I had a friend who, I went to law school. Uh, and because of my custody battle and seeing through the court system, I decided not to finish it. But I've been to law school. And I had a friend. He was brilliant. He thought about doing, just taking the bar. And I think a lot of it too, though, is he was brilliant. He probably could have done it as far as the way he perceived things and argued things. But I think a lot of like the street smarts of how to present things, that's not always easy to do too. It is a beautiful day out here, so hopefully you guys can enjoy the view. I was hoping there'd be a little bit more boats out here. It seems like my head blocks the light transition. There, see, it like fills in. Why does my head change it? So what about you, T-Rex? What are you doing? But I get what you're saying, Dog, is you know, there are a lot of things that make a difference. And also too, do they really teach you how to argue the right way? Sometimes it depends on the law school, that they will just teach you the education but not the practicality, the practical methods of it. Dog says a college education is truly about the professors and peers and experience, and the way they learn is what will make them professionals worth watching. I agree. And also, you know, depending on who your professor is, you know, where they say the student is only as good as their professor. Hopefully they stimulate you to think above and beyond the box and do your own research and learn, so you can sometimes exceed. Your fave, Mad Eye, hi. Good to have you here. You didn't finish high school. I don't know. I learned the hard way. Was it difficult finding a job? And I was going to say that a lot of times they see it as like a commitment factor. Like, are you able to finish what you started? Were you committed? Are you a go-getter? So sometimes it's just to assess your personality as far as your work ethic. What do you guys think about that? You think part of that's right? Which, you know, they don't know you. They have like an hour interview with you. So, but a 4-year, you know, $120,000 thing to just prove that you're dedicated. It's kind of like, oh my gosh. Hey, bestie, how's it going, Mad Eye? Am I saying that right? Look at that beautiful bow. Dog says I say people have natural talent and they come in contact with people that teach them how to tap into all their powers and to figure out their path to their dreams. Yes. But if you think about it, like Taylor Swift, she would not get hired as a music teacher, neither would Prince. And, you know, Beethoven wouldn't qualify to teach piano at the high school level. So, things like that. Wonderful lady, we have the same name. Swim, relax. There you go, swimmer. You can go into my lake and enjoy it. I didn't touch the water today. I had my I had uterine surgery, so I can't go swimming. So I didn't even touch the water. It's a little chilly. It's like brisk today. Diva Queen, haha. My boyfriend dumped me. Or best friend, but boyfriend. What happened? Is that good or bad? How long were you guys together? Kelvin, hello. Mimi, are you still there? And Louie. So your boyfriend dumped you. How long ago? Was it over something dramatic? Keith says, I'm on the spectrum, so no job. Okay. There you go. Yeah. Hopefully you're being taken care of financially, so you're doing all right. That's got to be hard. Hello, your fave Mad Eye. Hello, T-Rex. That's your backyard. Yep, that's great. It's nice here too. I was out about earlier and met some friends. Home now, about to work on this acrylic painting project. Off work tomorrow. I'm off work tomorrow. Hello, your babe. Maddie, how old are you? I'm a spam. All right, Dog Defender, you can take care of the business. Yep, I'm a talker. So Keith, so your fave, please let us know how old you are. Mimi, you're so sweet. No school tomorrow. Let's go. I agree. Yes, I'm definitely a talker. That's why I'm here. You're done with that. You're a talker too. You got to let us know how old you are. You got 7 seconds to let us know how old you are. And T-Rex, happy Labor Day. Can't believe there's no boats out there. I know. Oh, let's see. Can I show you guys? Let's see. All right. I didn't clean my backyard. Here, do you see the guy? There's one. Out here, I don't know. Where is the kayaker? I got a kayaker, but look, I don't know. Where do they go? Yeah, what are they? Is that a paddle boat? What are they doing? Oh, that's like a paddle boat where they're up on chairs. I have a paddle boat, but they're sitting like this, and they're on like a float. So it's a different kind of paddle boat. Your fave was timed out. Thank you, Dog Defender. Yep, they gave him 7 seconds. So, yeah, thank you for taking care of business. Mimi, you talk all the time. I love it. I love it. Did I lose connection because I did that? Happy Labor Day. Can't believe there are no boats. So there you saw there's 2. Is that all that's out there? No, way off in the distance. Way off there's another one. Yeah, there's just 3. I don't know. Keith says, people come to a live, you can receive great restorative advice. They wish to play games, really. Yes. Do a flip? Like, I just had surgery. if you mean like click and flip my phone, I could do that, but then I gotta like walk around and, is that what you're talking about? Or you mean flip? You knew exactly what you mean by flip. Michael is here. Hello. Help! You're starving. Mimi, gotta eat something. It is 6:37 here. Come here, Dixie. Come on, good pup. Let's see a little cameo. Dixie, walk around. Come on. Thank you. Sit. Kiss. You're so good. You see my Dixie do? Oh, you can't see Dixie. There's a good Dixie. Yeah. Up. Dixie. Pops. Kiss. You're so good. She wants to go inside. You just look my therapist for a second. I look like her for a second. That's kind of cool. What are you going to have? So and Michael is here. I'll tell you what, guys, I am starting to go on low battery, so I am going to go. You can't type. Oh my gosh, you're like starving that much. You're super weak. I will try to go live again later. Like I said, I do have to wake up at 5:30 in the morning to teach the Chinese kids, but I am on low battery. Dog, thank you so much for your help. And NLP training can do that. Yes, I am NLP certified. Neuro-linguistic programming, Wyoming. I was just going to log off. I was thinking about you earlier. A little... I'll go till it dies. How's that, Mimi? It's going to die pretty soon, though. But, Wyoming, what are you doing on this beautiful Labor Day? We are sitting out by the lake, enjoying the weather. Muscle kisser. Maybe I should change. I'll stay a little longer. Michael is here. But Wyoming, what are you doing on this beautiful day? So neuro-linguistic programming deals with the language processing. So how we process or how we utilize language. Isn't it kind of interesting? Have you ever seen that thing on like spelling? How they say it's like a spell, like words cast spells. Words do affect us. And verbal medicine skills. I like that. I am hungry. Is that what you're gonna write? I knew it. Verbal patterns, verbal medicine skills. Yeah, and that's why, like, with the negative self-talk, me starving to death. What are you gonna have? Eat something healthy. Do that for me. Uh, all right, so Wyoming. Wyoming gets, let's see. I need peace in my life. This is for you, Wyoming. How's your day going? What's going on? Got 94 subs. Good for you, Keith. You are growing every day. So it says, I need peace in my life. And we just do. To have a healthy, happy life, peace makes a huge difference. All right, Mimi, here we go. Ooh, it's pink. I'm picking this. What's going on, honey? You read that? I need peace too. We all do. That's why everyone is my strong and resourceful friends. Yes. It says, don't wish for it, work for it. Don't wish for it, work for it. So there's times that, we want something, but we have to put in the effort for it. Let me make sure my dog's okay. Let me give her a quick treat or something. Why are you so antsy today, Dixie? One sec, guys. What's going on? All right, I'm back. Dixie was thirsty. My dog was thirsty. Sorry. She's acting weird. She's getting old. I don't know. I worry about her. So how do you feel about that? Sorry I walked away. I try not to do that. Breathe in. Yes, breathe in that peace. Exactly. And Avika? Is that how you say it? I don't know. You don't know? I'll give you one more. This one. Do you feel this? I am beautiful just as I am. Don't change yourself for anybody. Unless it's me. So often we start having problems with our self-esteem because of what somebody said or what somebody thinks we should look like or do. And just really get to know who you are, what you are comfortable with. And I got piles of wood back here. I got to move that. That was on the other side of the house, stacked nicely, and they moved it. Not for you. It is for you. You've got to feel beautiful in your skin. T-Rex has got a call from an old martial arts colleague that one of our other colleagues himself and used his black belt. Oh my gosh. He was 35 years old. He was a good kid. And that's the thing. Like, I posted on my Facebook, Cynthia Schiller, Schiller. But, it's on the unaliving, there are times people talk about it, like, I'm going to do this. And people are like, you're seeking attention. If you really wanted to, you would do it, blah, 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 blah. But when it happens, people are like, oh my gosh, I wish they told me, or I would have helped them, or I should have been there. And that's why, like, a lot of people with this, kind of like they pissed you off, block, delete. There are times, like, we are meant to help each other. Now, the narcissist is an extreme taker. We can only take on so much too, though. Like sometimes it is okay to refer them to a therapist or a pastor or a rabbi, um, or whoever, you know. Wait, what? Okay, I'm leaving. Bye. Never mind. Attitude. Teenager. um, that, any idea why? And it's sad how many times that happens over a broken relationship, like a love interest. And, you know, if the person's discarding you, they don't really love you. And that hurts. But that's why we got to love ourselves first, because we give other people the power over our lives. And I know I lost my cousin, his lover, him, and then himself. Because I guess the guy, it was a same-sex relationship, but the guy proposed to my cousin, and I guess he said no, and it agitated the guy. Like, if you think about it, like, he loved him enough to propose to him, but he gets so agitated. Like, is that love at all, to take somebody's life? No. Thank you for liking the live. Preach it, exactly. I'm here to preach. Love our people. And don't be so quick to discard. Um, you know, understand the underlying issues, but like narcissists are different. They are there to take from you. Um, you know, and like it's weird how it works with them. Like the more you try to help, the more it like either pisses them off or irritates them or gives them the opportunity to use you more. And it's really weird when you talk about narcissism. If you notice, not just me, but other YouTubers or TikTokers, they'll say it's either this or that. It's never even keel. It's the extremes. And that's why when you're with them, you know, good day, bad day, it's like super highs and lows and inconsistent. Like a healthy relationship, you know, you're sad today, a little more excited, you got a promotion at work, you know, but it's not like this up and down and what's it going to be, because if it's a healthy person with mild fluctuations, you can ride that wave. But you're going to get seasick if you ride the narcissistic wave. He says, may you just automatically and naturally find your path to your peace and comfort, my strong and resourceful friend. It'd be nice if it was just natural. It gets clouded. It gets clouded with expectations. And, you know, also the moral compass is what guides a lot of us. So if you have good morals, you're going to have a good life. If you have poor or lacking in morals, you know, and there was another, keep talking. I scroll, just like you guys, about, look at my sparkles, like my sparkle pants. About, you know, you think about why do bad things happen to good people? And I think a lot of that is God wants you to grow. God wants you to grow or come closer to Him. And it seems like the people who do the shadiest things, a lot of times their lives seem to thrive. Now, do they all get their karma? Maybe not on earth. I don't know. But your blessings are coming. You're going through hard times for a reason. And it doesn't always seem fair, but it's going to make you a stronger person. It will bring on more blessings. He says, emotional state control is the root of all healing and restoring. Never allow them to bend your frame, not even you. Exactly. The nonverbal was screaming. What do you mean the nonverbal was? Oh, okay, I get it. From Minnesota, Andrew, nice to have you here. T-Rex, it's crazy. It hasn't hit me yet. Girlfriend got in his head and tapped into the demon. So what are you saying? She had what do you mean it hasn't hit you yet? She tapped into his demon? What do you mean? Are you saying the repercussions? What do you mean? Or girlfriend, not ex-girlfriend? Keith says different strategies with narcissistic personality. Very Diffusing is very different. Yeah, because they take everything as an attack. But that's the thing, is when we start walking on eggshells to accommodate them, that irritates them too, or they think we're patronizing them, or we're not being honest or straightforward, or part of that is we are over explaining sometimes too in that ear. It's almost like a no-win situation. So diffusing, definitely don't fuel the fire, but you're still going to have repercussions, and eventually the more you try to stonewall or gray rock, you know, it's gonna not be of interest to the simplot anymore, or to the narcissist. Keith says different strategies. Yes, diffusing is definitely different. T-Rex, you retracted your message, keeping secrets from me. It's like we're married now. What the heck? Don't keep secrets from your spouse. Keith, the way to this is more space than commenting allows. Yeah, sometimes you gotta let them, yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, he is still numb about it. Oh, I bet. I can't imagine. Yeah, I figured out what you meant, T-Rex. Yeah, because it, you know, as far as being numb about it, yeah, that's that denial stage of grief where it's like, is this real? You know, and then a lot of people start feeling guilty. Hopefully he doesn't feel guilty that he had anything to do with it. Shock would be the medical term for it. I agree. Dog says, T-Rex, yes, there was a poignant post the other day about how there is no way to survive a relationship that impacts any part of your health. That's, yeah, I like that, Dog. Thanks for sharing that. Now, you proud of me for knowing how to spell or pronounce poignant? Good vocab. That's what I love about Dog. She's smart. Narc, yes, Saud. Saud. How do I say it? Saud or Saud? Good to have you. I knew you would. Poignant. Yep. Paganoid. I love some of the videos or the AI generated ones. Yeah, they they can mutilate some words, but and just like the, you know, I'm going to relate this to teaching English as a second language. That's my job. But I've studied different languages, and like poignant is an English word. I don't know where it's derived from. I have learned it, but being able to pronounce different things is because of my exposure to the different languages that I've learned. So some of your names I know how to pronounce, which other people wouldn't, like if it's a French name. But I take what I learned from different languages and I apply it to my real life, and it helps. So do I speak French all the time? Do I speak, you know, whatever language? No. But it's part of the learning. It's part of what makes me who I am. Also the talent in kind of like interpreting words. But we can do that with our life. You know, there are lessons. So were my lessons in French or Spanish really all that important? If I apply them, they're helpful. So some of the things that we've gone through, even if they're in the past, or even if we don't use or interact with these relationships, they can be a learning lesson. T-Rex says, I just retracted my statement so you could read my answer reply without getting confused. And you guys are allowed to do that. I just give you guys a hard time. So, yes, I know sometimes people do that because it's like, wait, no. Either I'm going to reword it or that was confusing. So, thank you. Dog says, Turtle Man, be respectful. What did Turtle Man say? Turtle Man, don't get in trouble. So, yeah, just be respectful. We got Dog Defender in the house. She is my moderator. She will take care of business and let me feel like a princess and safe and comforted in this online world. So, I know I've seen you before. I know you probably just meant it as fun, but we're going to keep it nice and respectful in here. Hello, Larry. Mimi is still on. She has not left. She is still here, starving to death. Peanut butter and jelly, what are you going to have? Keith says, scavenger, our locust harvester setup system. And Donnie, thank you for following. I appreciate that. You know, I'm out here uh, going through this terrible weather, trying to bring this to you. So thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Keith says, sorry about that. I understand very well. Awesome. Saud. I think that's how you say it. Saud. Keith, care to elaborate? Yeah, I wasn't quite understand. Scavenger or locust hunter setup system. I think maybe like with the narcissist, let me do my little puzzle, guys. Here we go. We've been on for over an hour, and then I gotta do a puzzle. Growing up, I did. Oh, I didn't what? I didn't like. Oh, come on, guys. Drag the puzzle piece into place. There you go. Thank you, Danny. I appreciate that. Feel free to comment, interact with us. We're having a nice chit chat. And Keith says ones who wish to make you their supply. They set up situations to maintain control of their leverage. Oh yeah, they'll set you up like crazy, you know, and they'll manipulate you into it too. I hate the stories of where it's like really sick how they do it. There was, what is it, the girl that had the hiccups, the hiccup girl. Do you guys remember her? She just I think it was like months that she was hiccuping, could not stop it. But, excuse me, she got set up. Be careful who you hang out with. But she was set up to lure somebody, and things went bad, and they ended up, the person, they were going to use him, rob him, but it got out of hand, and he's no longer. So for one thing, she was kind of like a flying monkey because she didn't know exactly what was going to happen. But like how sick that is, you know, to bring somebody to be robbed. It's not even like, I want a free dinner, I'm going to pretend that I forgot my wallet. Like there are people that are shady like that, but there are some that are so shady to where it can cost you your life, you know, not just like $30 for a dinner. And Dog Defender, thank you for the gift. You are so sweet. I love you. You are so sweet. I appreciate all the donations. That definitely is so sweet. That's why I use the word harvester. Yes, because that's what they're doing. That's a very, very good word. I need to use that in some of my videos. Dog says I'm having an iced tea lemonade. Have heat packs on my elbow to break up the blood clots. Fun times. In a bit, I'm doing physical therapy. I'm on day 6, no contact. And it is lighter every day. Day 6, no contact. Yeah, you really haven't been able to experience that. And maybe this is your little healing break, you know, or reflection, time to take a reflection. Sometimes we're stuck in certain situations and we don't get a break. So thank you for the floating heart. And I pray you get better soon. So yeah, keep Dog in our prayers. Dog Defender is on the healing journey. So T-Rex, gang stalking. Yeah, exactly. A group of, you are their battery. It is a huge gift. I love it. Thank you. Oh, the gift of peace. I think that's what you mean. Yeah, when was the last time you experienced that? Like 20, 25 years ago or whatever it would be? When is the last time you had a week to yourself where you just relaxed? Or even just if people were around you, a week of peace. And it was, I've had a couple where it's really nice. I experienced this at, where was I? Oh, Walmart. I asked, I'm like, hey, can you price check this for me? And she was so kind, just so the tone in her voice, like it was like, thank you. Like it touched my heart, just, you know, her doing a little price check. Or I was really comfortable when I had my surgery. The people were really nice. I know Dog Defender had some really good medical staff, some that looked out for her to the nth degree, which is what she deserves. And then of course, not Not everybody's going to do that. You got your ups and downs, but even just that price check, like that made my day. How silly is that? But we've gotten into this world where you don't always get kind words, or kind attitude. So we're running out of battery life, guys. Narcissists will all band together to gangsta one person to cause them harm emotionally or physically. And it happens way too often. Keith says defense against the dark art strategies are required, T-Rex. Dog says, when they had me here last summer, I had a few days here and there. I have very sweet nurses, yeah. And it's sad, though, that you have to get sick to feel better, if you know what I mean. Like, sick so you get a break. And, oh, what a fun name. Easy Bake Oven. Oh, even Easy Blake Oven. That's cool. Easy Blake Oven. Is your name Blake? Balaki? You guys know what I'm talking about when I say Balaki. Narc is rude and hurtful. So I agree. Dog says it is so nice to see genuine people, kindness and compassion in the world. And I think you hit it on the head. The genuineness. Because there's times they're like, oh yeah, the prices. And you're like, I could tell they don't want to do this. That person was genuinely in their heart. Also, when I helped that homeless guy, for one thing, he seemed legit. He seemed like he needed the help. He didn't seem like a con artist, but what did he say? Thank you so much, ma'am. Something like that. But just the authenticity of his thankfulness was really nice. Because I was out in Los Angeles, and there was a guy who was in the brightest, whitest, like jogging suit. Now it wasn't like it was like probably Fruit of the Loom or Hanes brand or something, maybe, maybe even Gideon or whatever. It wasn't like Puma or something, but just a nice white brand new sweatsuit. But he was like begging for money, and I didn't feel comfortable opening my purse up. You gotta be real careful about that. And so I told him I wasn't able to help him. And afterwards, he just bitched me out. Like, he went off on me. And then there was another guy. I had just bought like a churro and a Diet Pop. And I see this like homeless guy, and he was going through the trash. And I hate to say it, I wanted to help him. And I just set it aside. And he took that though. But you can tell I'm still on. Can you see me? Mimi's? Dog says, have to literally nearly die and fall flat on your face. Literally fall flat on your face to get a break. Well, you got a break. Sorry you had to go through that. Yes, when I have helped people, it has brought us both to tears when it is realized as human connection at the least likely moment. Yeah, and my heart, I felt a connection with those people, like the lady at Walmart. I'm like, man, she probably would have been a good friend. And the guy, I thought about it. Like, I kind of wanted to just turn around and talk to him. Like, tell me your story. Tell me your story. Because I don't know how many people he really gets to talk to, and it's got to be lonely. It's got to be scary. With all due respect, he was pretty dirty. His eye was red. I don't know. It was an eye infection. I don't know if something happened to him, but it's hard too. You got to protect yourself, and don't always know how safe it is to do that. I was watching some videos where the guy goes around and gives meals to homeless people. I would love to do that. A little scared to do that, to go into the projects and do that. Like, is it safe? He doesn't respect the feelings of others. Very true. And that's where it starts affecting the other person, because, how they're like, you can't be responsible for other people's feelings. And I think that's bullshit. We are, to an extent. We are, we are. There are times we affect people. I help people online and they don't yell at me. Oh, I help people online if they don't yell at me trying to help. Yeah, I get it. But I love that dog. Control your state, the frame that holds longest wins. Yeah, and it's not always about winning or losing, but we have to hold our own. And with the narcissist, it's a losing battle, though. Dog says, I'm sorry, I read that. T-Rex says, Keith, you're correct. Got to watch how you move. Game of chess. Perfectly said. Keith, Dr. David Snyder on YouTube has a video about that. Oh, do I know David Snyder? Highway Rico, good to have you here. And yeah, I agree. So nice to see genuine people. Defense against the dark strategies, yes. T-Rex says narcissists will all band together. Yep, you got to watch out for that because that's like the flying monkey or even just a group of narcissists. Birds of a feather flock together. Call me Maria. I will. How's it going? And Amir is in the house. Love to have you guys here. And hopefully you're enjoying the weekend. What time is it where you guys are? It is 7:05. 7:05. So feel free to hit that like button. Thank you for the donations. And Dog Defender for the love puff, love heart. It definitely helps me get closer to being able to spend more time with you guys. Good. I do remember you. Were you the one who told me to call you Maria? How's it going? Did you have a different name last time though? Call me Maria. I remember Call Me Maria. Yep. Good to have you here. That's a better handle. Call me Maria. Just call me Maria. So we're just out here at the lake. I gotta move out. Does it make a difference when I move out of the way? Does it change the lighting for you guys? Hopefully you guys are liking that. If you like the scenery, feel free to hit the the like button. So let's see, should we go for a quick little walk? We'll go for a walk together. And then I'm gonna log off. Think about that. All right. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna take you guys on a walk. So gotta be careful getting down. All right, so we're just gonna go for a walk. There's a boat out there. There's two boats out. So I'll take you on a little walk. I probably look like an idiot to my neighbors. I did buy a gimbal. Hi, how's it going? I got kids here, so I won't put them on. But can you see? There we go. All right, so I'll walk back. I got kids out here, so I can't post them out of respect. All right. So yeah, this right here, as you can see, my little wood piles, I'll be going through that, restacking that where it belongs. Next year, I'm not doing it this year, but I'll redo my deck. I also got my boat back there. I didn't get a chance to work on that. So many things, but a friend of mine gave me that boat. Just needs to make sure that it's fixable. So it's kind of sad. My friend who's going to work on it had hernia surgery, so we're delayed on that. But T-Rex says, I used to put care packages together for the homeless during the winter, even caught a few about to reach in the dumpster, but I realized that wasn't too smart, even though I had my device. Yeah, you gotta be careful. Definitely gotta be careful. And I think if people weren't so afraid, a lot more people would be able to get help too. My sister did that. She went down into Detroit and helped people. A lot of people didn't even want the help. There were some women that were prostitutes and they were offering them a way out. And they're like, no. Sometimes if you think about it, your, what is it? I don't know, $2,000 a month help or $1,200 or whatever they would get. They're going to turn it down for an extra like $300 by the end of the day. So also all my social media accounts are protected by protective language patterns. How did you put something on that? Oh, Yusuf is in the house. I am doing good. Call me Maria. I am at my house. This is my lake house, so I've been here about a year and a half. Not quite, not even. Blonde Lives Matter. Alyssa, I love you. Yep, I think that's what BLM. Yep, I should get a shirt. I've never heard that. All lives matter, but yeah, a few didn't want it. They just wanted money. That's the thing. Yeah. You could give them like a whole new wardrobe and a week's worth of grocery, and they're like, no, I just want $10. I've had that happen. Keep protective word patterns. Yes, but is that like some AI thing? But Yusuf, I'm doing good. How's your Labor Day? How do you protect it? Just, what do you mean? There are, in my settings, I can take away certain words and not let you guys say those. Hopefully you'll be respectful. T-Rex says I used to put care packages. Yes, I see your comment, Yusuf Mustafa. My handle was protection patterns. You tried finding me. Was it hard to find me? So just so you guys know, Cynthia Schiller, Schiller, and then yeah, I know, like, I'm debating on changing my name. Willad, nice to have you here. Cynthia Schiller, SHI, not CH. Also, by Yusuf. Hey, good to have you here, Joe. But Soul Survivor is like a song, like a couple songs, and I think some other channels, or I don't even know. A Soul Survivor. People forget the A. And then I have to have the underscores in between each one. On YouTube, it has dash Cynthia. So if you remember, A underscore Soul underscore Survivor dash Cynthia. That's my YouTube. And then Cynthia Schiller is my Facebook, and A Soul Survivor on TikTok. And then I don't know. T-Rex, do I need to use code words for certain words? No, we're not going to say the words. They're the bad ones. I'm really good at it. I'm just tired of being bullied by YouTube. Yeah. We also can't, it's kind of sad. Like, I get it. There's times it'd be nice to say certain political things without getting into like a heated discussion, but it's too much of a red flag. They kind of control the narrative on it, you know. It'd be nice if I could control it. Like, no, we're not going to talk about that. But that is taken over by the world. So no, you don't need to use code. Well, I guess there are some times if you notice like unalive and grape. So, yeah, say pew pew. Yeah, pew pew. Dog says reading a lot of teaches vocabulary and exposure to language, helps to understand pronunciation. And they also say, like, don't make fun of me if I don't pronounce it right. I learned it by reading. There are words that people don't necessarily know how to pronounce, and it's because they read it. And that's not a sign of being stupid. That's a sign of intelligence that they're reading. And yeah, also, if you can apply the rules of pronunciation. English is hard. So are some other languages, like tough and through. It's the OUGH, but pronounced completely different. So there are some words that are hard to pronounce without knowing. What is it? What are there? Like epitome, or epitome, like epitome. Unless somebody pronounces it to you, you're going to be like epitome. So I see that a lot. I've seen when like some creators will be, it's like the epitome of da da da. I'm like, you use AI. Poignant comes from Latin. I can see that. Yeah. Thank you. I love learning, and I'll believe that. So nice to have you here. Call me Maria. Don't know if I can help with YouTube, but I can help with trolls for sure. There you go. And Trevor is in the house. And Ellaby. So Joe, nice to have you here. And you're also watching on your iPad. I've never had an iPad. Did you know that? It's funny, my daughter has one, but I didn't. Um, so yeah, trolls, definitely. Dog Defender's taking care of business for that. So we have been on for an hour and a half. Hit that subscribe button. I'm going to log off for now, do a couple things, unload my car, except for the salt. I'm going to take it easy there. And I'll probably log back in. I start missing you guys. It has been a while. But beautiful day. I'm going to log off so I can enjoy it and you can enjoy it. And I'll see you soon. Lots of love. Dog, keep healing. And I'll see you guys soon. Good night. Or good evening. I'll see you soon.